Welcome to another episode of Podcast Name, where we dive into the fascinating world of technology and innovation. Today, we're exploring GitHub, the go-to platform for developers around the globe. If you've ever wondered how this pivotal tool enhances coding and collaborative projects, stick around. Let's kick things off. GitHub Copilot, right? It's like having a coding partner that never sleeps. This AI-powered tool assists developers by suggesting whole lines of code or even complete functions. It's almost like magic, but it's powered by machine learning. Imagine working on a project, and instead of staring blankly at your screen, you have suggestions popping up to help you along the way. That's a game changer. And speaking of changing the game, let's talk about security. We all know that keeping our code secure is crucial, but let's be real. Nobody loves debugging. GitHub has tools in place to help find vulnerabilities before they become a big issue. This means you can focus more on building your application and less on worrying about potential pitfalls. Now, let's not overlook GitHub Actions. This feature automates workflows, which is pretty straightforward but incredibly powerful. Think about how much time you waste on repetitive tasks. With GitHub Actions, you can set up triggers that automatically manage your development process. For example, when you push code, it could automatically run tests and deploy your latest version without you lifting a finger. Isn't that cool? And let's not forget about GitHub Codespaces. This is like going from zero to hero in terms of development environments. Imagine instantly launching a development environment right from your browser, no setup required. It's super convenient, especially for those who are just jumping into coding or for teams working remotely. We're talking about democratizing access to coding tools. Oh, and here's a thought. What if you have a fantastic idea for an open source project, but you're unsure how to fund it? Enter GitHub Sponsors. This feature allows developers to receive funding from supporters. It's a brilliant way to literally put your passion project on the map and gain the backing it needs to thrive. Now let's touch on community, a major part of GitHub's charm. The README project is a great example of how the community comes together to share knowledge and help one another. It's about collaboration outside of just writing code. You can dive into articles that cover everything from coding best practices to inspiring stories about successful projects. It's refreshing to see a platform that prioritizes the sharing of knowledge along with the technical aspect. As we wrap up today's episode, I want you to think about how these tools can empower not only your coding life, but enhance the collaborative spirit of development. GitHub is more than just a code repository. It's a community and a powerful ecosystem driving innovation. So what do you think? How could tools like GitHub Copilot or Actions transform your workflow? Dive into your thoughts and share them with us. Until next time, keep coding and collaborating.